Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, today I'm so excited because I'm getting to sit down with Joyce from the Naomi Project. You are the founder and the executive director. Welcome to the show today.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm really grateful to be here. Excited, really.
Me too. So tell me, you were just saying that you started this organization 18 years ago.
18 years ago, out of a need for women who needed a safe place to go once they left the shelter. The shelter leaves you for 30 to 60 days, and after that, most of the women have to go back to their abuser. So giving them a place to jump off, and that's what the Naomi Project does. We offer them a year-long stay to be able to get back on their feet with resources and encouragement and mentors and just a program that they can work to be able to heal, seal, and move on.
It's organizations like the Naomi Project that fill in those gaps.
Yes.
And there sadly is a need for it. So what made you start this 18 years ago?
One of the ladies at the shelter that we had, she said to me, she said, "Miss Joyce, if I had a safe place to go, I wouldn't go back to my abuser." And that she had 4 kids, and she had nowhere to go. So what happened over a year's time, she kept coming back to Miss Joyce, "Are we gonna have a safe place to go? Are we gonna have a safe place to go?" So that led me into looking at this. That's not what I wanted to do, but it led me into looking into this and being able to see that it was doable. So just opening up the doors, finding a building and opening up the doors, that was the hardest thing, but the community has rallied. So it's just been, in these 18 years, it's just been one whirlwind after another, but it's been a joy because my passion, they see.
And you're able to change people's lives too.
What you realize is that 70% of the ladies who come to Naomi don't go back to their abusers. So that presents a great problem that we can solve. And giving them the courage and the encouragement and to be able to look at what they can do for themselves as opposed to depending on somebody else.
And there are other ways to support the Naomi Project too, whether it be donations. So what can people donate? What can people do to help out?
Well, for the Naomi Project, finances is always a great issue to have. But what we do is we take anything that you use that ladies can use, because at the end of when they get ready to leave, realize that they don't have anything to get into their own apartment, which is a part of our program, helping them to do that. So once you give them a dining room table or a couch or sheets and pillowcases or hygiene kits, these things they can use and not have to start from the ground up when they get ready to go into their own place. And that's more encouragement and giving them more support that they can use to be able to know that they can do this on their own.
I love it. Well, before we go, will you tell me, what has it been like over the last 18 years being able to watch these women thrive once they leave the Naomi Project?
One thing about it is that I never lose a lot of them. They still depend on a lot on things that they need. So by me getting donations in on a regular basis, and we're an all volunteer organization, so we don't have any paid staff. So having volunteers to come and having a lot of supplies that these ladies can come and get on a regular basis that I do. I still help those who are in their own apartments and are able to sustain them, just to be able to, and helping them even with paying bills. Sometimes they get down short. And Naomi Project comes to that and helps them out to be able to stay where they are and to maintain and to give them that encouragement that someone has their back.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Beach Audiology. Well, guys, I'm back with Dr. Wiggin at Beach Audiology. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Okay, I just said Beach Audiology, but you actually have a longer title than that.
We are Beach Audiology Hearing and Balance Center, so yes, definitely want to include that and let everyone know that too.
All right, that brings me to my next question. What is it that you guys actually treat here? It's a lot of different things that have to do with your ears that you might not think about.
Right. So, Hearing and Balance Center, right? The inner ear, hearing, and your balance system are the same organ system. So we're a clinic that comprehensively evaluates both the balance and the hearing organs.
Interesting. And we have to address what we're standing in front of right now.
Right. So we're standing in front. This is a sound booth. This is just part of the diagnostics that we do. This is primarily where we test hearing sensitivity to see, what kind of issues you may be having, to diagnose that. We also do tinnitus assessments, so that ringing of the ears. This is one of those areas that we test in as well. Then, of course, we have a whole nother clinic suite for our balance assessment too, where we have rotary chair, we have electrodes for, passive electrophysiological testing as well.
I can imagine when people are feeling these symptoms on a daily basis, it's really rewarding when you're able to actually treat them and help them get better.
It is. It really is. I mean, both giving them that control, helping them with that quality of life piece through their hearing and better communication with friends and socially and at work and etc. And balance issues can be quite debilitating. I mean, vertigo, I'm sure a lot of folks have had that sensation of the room spinning around them. Oh, God, and just, again, that lack of control, not being able to control themselves. And the fear, the worst thing is it going to get worse? Can it get better? What am I doing wrong? I don't have any answers, So that's something that really, like you said, that really means a lot, to be able to offer and to be in a place that we can help find those solutions for folks.
The preceding portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Beach Audiology. We have quite a treat today on Living Local Carolina. I am joined in studio by Salty Dog Senior Dog Rescue. How are you guys doing?
We're awesome. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So obviously we have a very esteemed guest over here, Otis, who's sitting on the couch with us. But why don't y'all tell me first a little bit about what you do and the whole purpose behind your mission?
Sure, absolutely. We are a senior-based rescue. We only take dogs 6 and older. We get dogs from owner surrender as well as from shelters. We started in May of 22 and we are a 501c3. We are totally operated by volunteers located in Pawleys Island, but we have fosters as far north as Little River and as far south as Charleston. And then we adopt out animals out of state. We've had people come 4-6 hours just to adopt some of our senior dogs.
Okay, so senior dogs, obviously there's a specific purpose why.
My partner and I both started working in animal rescue years ago, and we noticed that the senior dogs come in and they kind of get overlooked. People are looking for puppies or younger dogs, and most of these dogs have already been in a home, so they are surrendered or dropped off at a shelter, and then they just are there kind of overwhelmed, never been in that type of environment before. So we just felt a need to come and draw those dogs out, put them in a foster home as opposed to a shelter, and then focus more attention on them so that they get adopted.
You're closing that gap for dogs like Otis.
Yes. We enjoy what we do. We also, another thing that is important to us is estate planning. We really feel like people need to focus on what's going to happen to their animals should something happen to them. Too many people assume that family or friends are going to take their dog, and actually cats as well, and then what happens is they get dropped off at a shelter instead.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, I am so excited to be back in the kitchen today, and I'm joined by Chef Melinda. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be back.
So you did mention this to me earlier, that for moms and dads out there, or anybody who maybe doesn't have enough time to make a homemade pound cake,
Yes.
what are some of your tips on how to, cut down on the prep time and the actual cooking time?
To cut down on the prep time, you can get a store-bought pound cake. They have some really good ones out there, and you can just get the toppings that your children love, or your family loves, your husband, your wife, and you can just pick what they like and then just put it together just like I'm doing here. And there's so many great brands, out there that have wonderful pound cakes. You can also use a box. Nowadays they have really good box recipes when you're in a hurry. And one of my mentors taught me, she said, one day when you get really, really, popular, your brand is out there. She said, you need things that are going to taste almost exactly like yours as a backup, just as an emergency backup.
You never know.
Yeah, she said, you never know. A whole pan of batter might hit the floor, a whole vat of icing.
This one could be for Miguel.
Love the chocolate syrup. So, that was my idea for the chocolate lovers like me.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you can put any topping in here. You can put caramel. You can put
be
the
good,
strawberry as well.
For our pumpkin people out there.
Yes. Oh,
you
it's
can put a
wonderful.
little pumpkin spice something in there.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, this is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Tell me a little bit more about what you do and how people can find you.
Okay, so I am an online bakery right now. We have not secured our storefront, so we're considered home-based bakery. And you can find us online, www.sweetcreationsbymelinda.com, and you can just put your order in there. Or we are so friendly, we love to talk. So we love taking orders by phone, and we just feel like we have so much more family now because, the phone calls turn into relationships. So we have a large Facebook following. They're very, very sweet. We're up to 17K now.
Oh my goodness. She's like, we have a good online following. That's a lot of people showing you some love. That's awesome. They
are, and they're so sweet. If they don't see us for a while, if something's going on, they will reach out to us and say, "Are you guys okay? We're praying for you." And that's just a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so
awesome. It's been so
awesome.
great. And all of that happened here in South Carolina. Back in Virginia, where we're from, Facebook was not prevalent, in day to day. But when we got here, and it was still, everybody was still in the house. We got here in August 2020. So that's where our following was built when we came here.
Wow.
Yes.
That seems like it was just yesterday.
Just yesterday. So they got introduced to us in 2021 when we got everything up and running. And so now here we are, just 2 years later at 17K. And they're, like I said, they're such sweet people. We love them. Like family too.
And food brings everyone together.
Everyone comes together at the table, yes. And I'm one of those people. Everyone comes together in my kitchen. No matter where we start out, we end up in the kitchen talking, and I'm serving something that they found that in my refrigerator. Well, let's try this.
That's how you know you got people you can trust, too.
Yes, so I'm always trying out new recipes on my friends, and especially Imani. She's so sweet to try everything for me because, when you're baking that much a day, everything tastes the same. So I have her clear her little palate. Try this. So far, the number one thing that changed when I got here was the lemon. Everyone here loves lemon.
Is that a thing here in the South?
Yes.
I mean, I do love lemon. I'm from here.
It's a big one. So everything lemon blueberry.
Oh yeah, we love a lemon blueberry cake.
So, and so the top seller with lemon is the lemon blueberry cheesecake bars. So I'll have to come back and show you that for the next time.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.